Now I've got Fussen listed. Fussen, F-U-S-S-E-N. I've heard some different pronunciations of it, but I'm not here to pronounce towns for you. Fussen is the town I just happened to stay in because I was going to Castle Neuschwanstein the next day. So I got a hotel room at Fussen, and it's a charming little town. It's like a little tiny, for me it was like, I would say it's a little Tahoe type town, very kind of small and really neat. Had snow everywhere still, so that was kind of cool. A little bit of a pond in the middle. It's a great thing, but I can't say much about other than that. I stayed at a great Hotel Jacob. It was a great place, very nice people. But other than that, I mean, it was a place to stay, because the next day I got on a bus and went over to Castle Neuschwanstein, which another place I highly recommend. It's the type of place that's interesting because it seems like it's going to be this awesome long tour. Now, it's an awesome tour, but it's not a very long tour. It's a very short tour, actually. Luckily, they have a ticketing system, so you get your ticket ahead of time, so you can just come back when it's about tour time. So you're like, they have little time slots or little groups, so you don't have to actually spend 3 hours in line or anything like that. That was a good feature. But you all come to the gate, and then they kind of open it up and let you through. You can't take pictures on the inside, I should probably say, because I found that out the hard way. Not that they threw my camera away, but they just said no pictures. Although they don't stop you from taking pictures inside of the outside, so I was able to look through a window and get some great shots of the lake, Neuschwanstein Lake. So that was a really neat thing to do if you get a chance. But there's another castle out there too. I don't know much about it. I just called it the Yellow Castle. Might have been orange. I don't know. The sun was kind of shining. So, but anyway, there's 2 castles. So that's definitely worth it. Pretzel out there if you get one of those pretzels. Highly recommend that too. Bavarian pretzel maybe. I mean, we were in the Bavarian Alps, so why not? So if you get a chance, also there's a little road right outside the front of the castle, and it kind of goes around, and next thing you know, you're on this like bridge over this huge gorge, like hundreds of feet down, and you get a great shot of the castle. I'll put an asterisk there if there's no scaffolding on it, because when I was there, they were working on the castle, there was scaffolding, and it kind of ruined the shot for me. I mean, I did all this work, traveled thousands of miles to get a great shot of this castle, and there it was, scaffolding on the back. But what can you do? Although it was still worth doing. The road actually, when I was there, I don't know if I should say, it was actually closed off. The gates were closed, but I don't know what it was. I saw like, somehow I saw people over on the bridge way off in the distance. I thought, how did they get there if the gate's closed? And then I saw people just kind of like hopping over the gate, and I thought, again, 5,000 miles, I gotta hop the gate. So I hopped the gate myself and went out there to the bridge. And when you get out there, you can see why they would close the gates like that, because, I mean, the bridge is kind of icy, it's not very big. I mean, one slip, although they do have rails on it, but it's not impossible for someone to fall off. So I guess probably for safety, they just said, let's close it, and there's a reason it's closed. It was all snowy, but for me, it was worth it to get out there and get the experience of it. But the shot itself, it was a little disappointing, but what can you do? But now, if the bridge isn't closed at all, then definitely get out there and get that shot, because that is a terrific shot of the castle.